What's good, my guys and girls of YouTube? It is your boy, Justin Omoi, and I'm here with the video again to help y'all on your literary devices. What is this, part 10 or something? Got some very good ones to learn today, so please pay attention. First word for today is going to be one a lot of people heard before. This is called foreshadowing. This is going to be giving clues to determine what will happen in the story or what will happen later in the story. What will go down. I drank a fifth of vodka. Dare me to drive? That's not too much of a foreshadow. Yeah, it is in a way, because you could imagine what will happen if somebody drinks alcohol and drives. If you are making a song about, how you murdered someone and you speak more about shovels, a bag, a knife, if you give those imageries or you're saying references towards those, sharp as a blade. But that's basically foreshadowing in the nutshell, when you give hints and clues. Next word we have is free verse. This is something that's kind of like free writing, when you're basically just writing down stuff. However, with free verse, it's just writing what you feel without caring about like meters, rules, even rhyming. You can just write what you feel in the poetic field. Doesn't have to be like, hey, 2 lines, keep it, consistent. It could be, John Tron, the man who looks like me. He got a parakeet and he looks like he's gonna sneeze with that big nose. You already know. I went to the store and ate Domino's. I don't know. I know a lot of people use this method to just sketch down ideas and write and, just see and improve their skills by, doing this every single time. Same with free writing. So keep that in mind. You could publish those if you wish. Nothing wrong about it. Just know some people, if it's in music, they're gonna be like, hey man, this ain't level, this ain't right. But that's, another creation in itself. Art is endless. Yeah, endless. Third word for today is called a hyperbole. Hyperboles are going to be giving exaggerations towards what you are trying to state. I'm so hungry, I could eat a horse. I lived 1,000,000 years, I understand what you are saying. If I told you once, I told you 1,000,000 times. That's a hyperbole, exaggerating the statement. Fort was a nuclear bomb. All in all, if you want to use a hyperbole, just exaggerate your statements. The fourth word is technically, you could say it's a bit advanced or kind of hard to understand at first. However, this is going to be, something that you'll like. Hypotatic. It's not hypocritical. It's not Hippocratic. It's hypotactic. Hypotatic or hypotatic. Either way you say is nice. The main way of knowing this word is called Hypotaxis. Hypotaxis. This is going to be connecting words to give a relationship or a logical order towards a statement that you are saying. This is to help reasons, help your statements, help your connections. AKA use a comma and then write something else that connects with it. I wouldn't go with the example that they're saying. I'm tired because it's hot. I mean, it's not really too, yeah. I would go more into detail when it comes to this example. Like, let's say, for example, I'll say this. I arrived at the Nintendo Corporation, comma, my favorite game franchise of all time, comma. Then we say something else more of Nintendo. Let's say, all these systems have been built here. Something like that. That's all hypotaxis. That's all adding relations towards what you are trying to determine. It's like, yo, we get it. By this point, you said you arrived to Nintendo Corp. And then you went along saying, me, went along saying, it's my favorite. Then it went along said, it's where everything came from. All the systems came from this same corporation. So we're given the hypotaxis. We're given more information to the clause, the statement, to give your feelings. If we give a period at the end of the, I arrived at Nintendo's corporation, period. This is my favorite company, game company. It's like, okay, you arrived at Nintendo, then why are you saying this? Why are you saying this afterward? This is my favorite company. I'm sure we understood that. However, if you add a comma in between, that's going to give the connection. It's not going to stop your thought, your train of thought. I arrived at the Nintendo Corporation, my favorite franchise of all time. See how that feels more fluid than I arrived at the Nintendo Corporation. This is, because you got to start the sentence off, this is my favorite corporation of gaming of all time. It's not really as feeling wise. It's not feels. You don't get the feels out of it. And the last word is called imagery. I'm sure you guys and girls know this or at least heard it before. This is going to be painting a picture in your head or giving a lot of descriptive characteristics so the person that's listening or reading will be able to picture what is going on in the story. Best example we could describe with detective novels, Sherlock Holmes. I'm sure they describe a lot of details. Blood on the desk and there's hair on his chest. So he's probably not bleeding on his chest. He's probably bleeding on his head or something. You'll probably say that later on. Blood on the cranium, on the temple. He devastated by a blunt force with the hit of the desk. Somebody tripped him with a banana peel. You see a banana peel on the floor. That's all imagery in your head. You already picture a desk with blood on the corner. You picture me because I got hair on my chest. And who knows? I might have red on my head and on the floor, and there's a banana peel. Like I just said, that's all imagery. Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to your boy if you want to see more. And over here is my social links. If you want, you could go over there and Snapchat me the word hyperbole if you want. You do what you want, man. So yes, with all that being said, peace. I'm out.